Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And today, I'll be reading the Todoroki X Reader by Todoroki Shoto on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Just when you think the day can't get any worse, it starts to rain. Now, you don't hate rain, but there's a kind of rain you can laugh in while jumping around in stray puddles, or when through screaming with your best friend. And there's a kind of rain that chills you to the very core and wrenches your socks, sucking every last bit of warmth out of you. Guess which kind of rain you're experiencing right now? You're silently trudging through the pouring weather, umbrellaless and soaked to the bone. The prospect of getting to the nearest place of shelter, all that's encouraging you to keep putting one foot in front of the other. All you want at this point is to go home. The sudden sound of your name draws your attention amidst the onslaught of rain, and raising your gaze from the sidewalk, you squint through the moisture in your eyes to where a tall figure standing in front of you, all concerned eyes and red and white hair. What are you doing here? Todoroki Shoto asks incredulously, immediately stepping forward so the umbrella covers both of you. Aren't you on a... You're well aware how awful you look at the moment. But at the sight of your best friend, you abandon all attempts to save your dignity and draw your arms around him, vaguely hearing the small oof that escapes him as he stumbles back a few steps under your sudden weight. You feel a bit bad about hugging him with soaked clothes, but that's quickly tossed out of your mind as the heat Shoto naturally emits transfers from his body to yours. Your frantic shivers quick to disappear. His free hand not holding the umbrella finds its way around your upper back, holding your shaking frame closer to him. Hey, he murmurs, perhaps lightly tickling the shell of your ear. Can you walk a little bit further? There's a cafe not too far up ahead down the street. I don't want you to have to stand in the rain any longer. You nod, face still buried in his shoulder, and he takes the jacket off without another word and tugs it around you, wrapping one arm around your shoulder and keeping you at the side until you reach shelter. Once inside, you choose one of the bench seats to huddle in, figure swamped in Todoroki's jacket, while he shakes his umbrella off at the front of the shop, placing it inside the umbrella holder, and sliding into the bench right beside you, instead of sitting in the one across. Are you going to tell me what happened? He gently prods, and you hide your face deeper into the jacket's collar while you speak, the words rushing out of you in a way that would be nearly incomprehensible to anyone except him. You had been asked to go on a movie date with someone in one of your classes, which was all you had been talking about to him for the 3 days leading up to it. No one had ever asked you out before, and you were finally starting to believe that maybe you weren't so hopeless in the love department after all, only to be left standing outside the movie theater for almost an hour, your supposed date in question finally answering his phone after your third call to tell you that it had been a dare all along. Angry that you had naively gone along with this game, you had been walking home when the sky is up above you, turning this already crappy day even worse. That piece of... Todoroki cuts himself off because the cafe is rather empty, and he would rather not draw any more attention to you than necessary. The next time I see him, I'm going to... He tightens his hands onto fists, jaw furiously clenched. Shoto, he hurt you. My best friend. And he's an even more terrible person for not even bothering to tell you the truth before the day came. How could I not want to beat him up? He hissed. I'm not defending him. You murmur, hot tears pooling in your eyes as you voice the concern that had been rolling around in your head this whole time. It felt so good to think that someone possibly had any feelings for me. And I got my hopes up. So stupid, right? I should have known no one would ever like me that way. He's staring at you with a dumbfounded look on his face. Are you crying? No, you say shakily, jerking your head away so you face the wall. It's just from the rain. I'm fine. He gently turns your face back towards him, his previous anger replaced with genuine confusion. You really think that lowly of yourself? He asked softly, brushing away the stray moisture by your cheekbone with the pad of his thumb. You can't bring yourself to answer. Because you shouldn't, he insists. You're always making people smile and laugh. Your jokes are actually funny. You send me memes when I'm having a bad day, and you're kind to everyone in our class, even though you might not be friends with them. You're smart, and a hard worker, and you have great taste in music. He pauses, taking a moment to breathe in deeply. So don't stress over that loser. He's clearly the one missing out. All the water your clothes had absorbed might as well have evaporated from the blush that flooded your cheeks, hitting you all the way down to your toes. He really thinks that about you? Leaning over, Shoto unexpectedly presses his mouth to your cheek, the last tear left in your skin, gone with the retreat of his lips. So don't feel bad if you're still single. You'll find someone you genuinely like one day, who will love and appreciate you for the beautiful person you are. With one last soft smile, he lets you lean your head on his shoulder while he orders your favorite dessert. Having calmed down enough to acknowledge the pounding of your heart as you rest on him, wearing a jacket and surrounded by his scent, part of you believes that day might come closer than you think.